Be careful. 2 police officers are looking for you. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, listen very carefully now. A sudden and unexpected shift is happening in the spiritual and earthly realms concerning you. You are not imagining the tension in the air. There's an energy that feels heavy, like something is circling you, watching, evaluating. It is not your fear. It is your divine sensitivity waking up to the truth. Archangel Michael has come forward urgently, sword in hand, and he is trembling not in fear, but in urgency. He says, this is the final warning I can give before something reaches your doorstep. 2 officers of the law, physical representatives of a larger, more complicated entanglement, are searching. Not for everyone. Not randomly. But for you. Your name has been spoken out loud in places you do not know exist. A file has been pulled. A digital trail has been followed. There is an address written on a half-burned paper somewhere deep inside a forgotten drawer. That address is being searched for. And the most shocking part? Someone close to you, someone you thought had forgotten you, gave them the direction. Michael says this is not to cause you panic. This is a divine alarm clock. This is not about guilt or punishment. It is about divine justice rearranging itself. You were never meant to suffer in confusion. You were meant to walk with clarity. But a trap was laid long ago, and now the consequences are reaching you not as punishment, but as revelation. And that revelation begins with a knock that may come soon, if you don't act. God says the most unusual part of this situation is who sent them. Not a criminal, not an enemy in the traditional sense, but someone whose face you trusted. A woman who carries herself like your friend, like a family member, like someone harmless. But inside her purse is something dangerous. A piece of paper, a memory card, a name scribbled hastily, your name. She did not plan to betray you initially, but fear made her do it. Fear of losing control, fear of your rising success, fear of what you were becoming. She was asked one simple question, do you know where this person lives? And she hesitated, but she spoke. Now, the officers don't even know the full truth. They are pawns in a larger chess game being played in secret. They are following orders from someone invisible to most eyes, but not to heaven. Heaven sees the entire network. God says, it's a network of decisions built over years. One lie led to another, and then someone got paid. Someone was promised something if they just gave your details. But listen, what they don't know is that you are not alone. Michael has been assigned to guard you since the day of your birth. And he says, I have already intercepted their first attempt. That is why you felt that moment of discomfort, that strange sign, that dream that shook you. That was not just a dream. It was a prophetic shield trying to awaken your mind to what's behind the curtain. You are not under judgment. You are under divine preservation. But preservation requires cooperation. You must be spiritually alert now more than ever. Michael says, the officers were originally sent with different instructions. But something changed along the way. One of them had a spiritual encounter, a feeling, a doubt, a hesitation. He is not like the other. He's the key to why this entire situation hasn't escalated yet. He doesn't even fully understand it, but his conscience keeps whispering. Are we doing the right thing? He keeps glancing at your name on the paper, wondering why it feels wrong. He doesn't know that the divine has already touched him. Now the time is short. A decision is being made as you read this. Either the address will be confirmed, or it will be lost in a glitch. That glitch is your prayer. That glitch is your awakening. That glitch is what this message is, your divine chance to stay ahead of the storm. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. Someone behind the scenes is furious right now. They wanted this to be a clean execution. No warning. Just a sudden move, a sudden question, a sudden appearance at your door. But Archangel Michael stepped in and disrupted the chain. He touched the system. He caused a delay. The energy that made you pause before opening your front door yesterday. That was him whispering, "Not yet. Let them pass." God says you are deeply protected, but you must not be passive. You have authority in the Spirit. Declare protection. Command light to flood your surroundings. Don't be afraid of the police. Be aware of the hidden force that sent them. This isn't about legal punishment. This is about spiritual warfare disguised in paperwork and polite procedures. Michael says the most dangerous part of all this is the woman behind it. She knows what she did. She even cried about it. She told someone, "I didn't want it to go this far. I just wanted them to stop shining so much." Jealousy mixed with regret is now brewing inside her. She expected peace, but she's having sleepless nights. She knows once your name reaches the system, the story changes. She wasn't ready for the divine to respond this fiercely. Michael says, if you do nothing, if you ignore this, she will think she succeeded. But if you respond with faith, the entire plan will backfire. Not only will the officers leave confused, but the very person who gave them your name will be exposed publicly, not in scandal, but in spiritual revelation. Others around her will start to see her true intentions. You may ask, why me, God? And he says, because you are marked, not for trouble, but for transformation. They saw you evolving. They saw your glow increasing. And instead of celebrating it, they panicked. There is a blessing around your name. There's something sacred about your presence. You are not just another person, you are a carrier of something eternal. And when darkness notices that, it tries to stop it, not with swords, but with manipulated people. People who smile in your face, but hand over your details behind your back. Michael says he saw the moment the address was written. It wasn't even supposed to be kept. The woman wrote it, then panicked and scratched it out. But someone else saw it before she did. A picture was taken. The rest is unfolding now. The address is not just a location, it's a gateway to your destiny. That's why they want it. They want to spiritually trespass where they have no authority. God says you must not open your door emotionally to anyone unfamiliar in this season. Not every knock is holy. Not every visit is of love. Some are sent as spiritual intrusions. Be still and discerning. If they approach, speak from a place of peace. Do not react. Reacting gives them power. Responding from faith shakes them to their core. Michael is near you now. You may feel heat. You may feel pressure in the air. That is not fear. That is His divine presence aligning things. There is a document that someone is trying to prepare with your name on it. But that document will never be filed if you spiritually resist it. Speak this: I reject every ungodly assignment sent against my life. No system shall bind me. No deception shall find me. I am invisible to those who come with hidden darkness. You must understand, when heaven sends a warning this clear, it is not just about defense, it is about preparation for promotion. Yes, promotion. This pressure, this sudden urgency, is because you are being elevated. An elevation always triggers resistance. But the resistance will collapse if you trust God entirely. There is a man in uniform who is beginning to question everything. He saw your picture and said, "Why does this feel wrong?" He doesn't even know you, but something in his soul refuses to move forward. That is the finger of God. The next 72 hours will be critical. Not because something horrible will happen, but because something holy will begin. You are about to witness the collapse of a system that was built to ruin you. And you won't have to lift a finger. Michael says, "You've been silent too long. You've been patient, waiting for truth to rise on its own. But now it's time to speak. Not to people, but to heaven. Speak in authority. Declare your freedom. Refuse the manipulation." There is a relative who knows about the betrayal but is scared to tell you. They're praying you find out from someone else so they don't have to carry the burden. They keep asking God, "Please let them know without me telling them." That person will soon confess indirectly. Watch what they say carefully. The truth is coming out in fragments. God says, you are not wrong to feel what you've been feeling. The sense of being watched, the sense that someone is talking about you, the strange miscommunications, they're all symptoms of this divine exposure. Michael says, this is your final alert before the tables turn permanently. The woman who started it all will soon wish she never said your name. And the police officers will be redirected elsewhere because heaven will confuse the system. You are born for this moment. You are not a victim. You are not running. You are rising. Pray tonight like everything depends on it. Declare your freedom like your voice will shatter glass. Your angels are surrounding your home. The officers may try, but they will get lost. They may search, but they won't find. You are covered. You are chosen. You are untouchable. And the truth is being revealed right now. Show. Can you hear the knock? That was the last attempt. They just left because heaven blocked their path. You're safe now. You've been warned. You've been saved. Now rise. And walk into your new season with no fear. Ever again. God says this is not just a warning. It is an urgent cry from heaven, a trumpet sounding across the realms of spirit and earth. and your name is echoing within it. This is not a moment to be silent. This is not a time to scroll past or postpone. You must open your heart and receive what is now being unveiled, for what you are about to hear has the power to redirect everything around you. Archangel Michael, the warrior of heaven, has descended in the middle of the night, sword drawn and eyes blazing, to speak only one name, yours. Michael has been watching. He has stood guard when you slept. He has whispered to your heart when you felt hopeless. But tonight, the message is different. Tonight, he comes not in peace, but in holy urgency. Because there are forces moving fast. There are people asking questions. There are whispers circulating in spiritual corridors and even physical realms. 2 officers, real and physical, are seeking your home, not to arrest you, but because someone has dragged your name into a matter that has gone beyond just gossip. Your name has been tied to something sacred, and now, someone wants to bury you beneath what they created. Archangel Michael says this started weeks ago. Maybe you felt it. Maybe you noticed the strange tension in conversations. The glances people gave you that didn't make sense. The calls that came and quickly disconnected. The silence of a friend who used to message you daily. You thought it was just life being messy. But no. It was a slow build of a trap. A spiritual entanglement. And now it's knocking on your door, disguised in the form of investigation. Someone who knows you personally submitted a name. But what they didn't know is that heaven watches what is done in darkness. They paid someone to mention your name in a place of danger, thinking you wouldn't know. But God heard it. Archangel Michael heard it. And now they're running out of time. Listen carefully. The 2 officers searching aren't malicious, but they are misinformed. They have no idea that your name has been forged into this situation. They're looking for your house, but they don't know you're innocent. They think they are uncovering a lead, but heaven is about to intercept them. That's why Archangel Michael is alerting you now. Not to run, not to hide, but to spiritually prepare. Because something deeper is being exposed. This isn't just about physical danger. It's about spiritual exposure. There's someone from your past. Yes. You know exactly who this is. They smiled at you, acted like they supported you. They sat at your table. Maybe you even loved them. But they couldn't handle your light. They couldn't stand how heaven kept blessing you. So they orchestrated a lie. It started small, a tiny seed. A suggestion here. A rumor there. Until now, their whisper has grown into an official matter. But what they didn't expect is that Archangel Michael would step in. God says, don't panic. This isn't happening to destroy you. It's happening to deliver you. Because for too long, people have been misusing your name. For too long, you've been spiritually connected to people who never wished you well. And now, the divine court has declared, enough. God has ordered angels of justice to encamp around your home. Even now, they are standing guard. There's a supernatural dome around your dwelling. But you must not open your doors to everyone in this season. Be discerning. Be careful who you speak to. Don't share your emotions freely right now. Because someone close is still pretending to be on your side while feeding information elsewhere. Michael says this person tried to copy you. They wanted your voice, your vision, your peace. But when they couldn't have it, they decided to destroy it. But God won't allow it. There's a document, yes, a real document, with your name written on it. But heaven is editing that file right now. Your name is being cleared, even before you get the call. The next 72 hours are crucial. Pay close attention to signs. You might notice an increase in spiritual tension, fatigue, confusion, unexpected tears. That's not a weakness. That's the spiritual realm shaking loose what was falsely planted in your name. Let the shaking happen. Let the tears fall. God is cleaning house. He's undoing what was done in secret places. Someone reported your address, but God redirected their GPS. They thought they were approaching your house, but the signal keeps failing. The paper they held got smudged. Heaven is confusing their direction, not to harm them, but to protect you until the truth comes out. Because this isn't just a false case, it's a spiritual trap that was meant to delay your destiny. Michael says a woman is involved. She carries a purse that holds more than lipstick and keys. There are receipts, pictures, and even a written note with something about you that she vowed to use, if necessary. Well, she used it. And now, heaven is responding. But here's what she didn't know. God had already gone before you. While she was preparing lies, God was writing vindication. While she was contacting people, God was contacting angels. While she was arranging confusion, God was arranging your promotion. Because after this attack, there will be elevation. There will be a sudden door opening, a letter, a divine reward. It will be so unexpected that people will say, "How did you get that right after everything?" And your only answer will be, "Because God intervened." There is also a man involved, someone who regrets something deeply. He was part of the lie, or at least aware of it. But now he's torn. He didn't know how far things would go. And Archangel Michael says this man may contact you. He may say something strange or indirect, like just checking in. Don't ignore it. It's his spirit trying to confess. He may not say everything clearly, but God says pay attention to what's between the lines. Because his guilt is increasing. The police officers were just a symbol of how serious this has become. God isn't trying to scare you. He's trying to spare you. You're not in trouble. You're in transformation. You're not under investigation. You're under intervention. A door is about to be knocked on. It might be literal. It might be spiritual. Be careful who you answer to. Just because someone comes in peace doesn't mean they're sent by heaven. Test every spirit. Even if someone offers you something nice in this season, a gift, a deal, a new opportunity, ask God first. Because some of the traps are wrapped in ribbons. Michael says your name is in a conversation right now. Someone is being asked questions about you. But something shocking is happening. They're starting to stutter. They're starting to forget the script. What they rehearsed is falling apart. Heaven is confusing their tongue. They're about to expose themselves accidentally. Someone will call you with information that will leave you shaking. You'll hang up the phone and fall to your knees, not in fear, but in awe. Because you'll realize how close they came to ruining you. And how God blocked it. God says He is your defense. You don't need to prove anything. Just be still. He will handle the legalities. He will handle the spiritual warfare. He will handle the false names and the secret deals. You just stay covered in prayer. Stay connected to the Word. Stay in peace. Because your name is being cleared in places you haven't even walked into yet. There is also an inheritance involved. Yes, read it again. Someone tried to block your access to a blessing by dragging your name into a lie. But heaven is reversing the entire situation. What was meant to embarrass you will bless you. What was meant to strip you will supply you. What was meant to delay you will deliver you. You are not alone. Heaven is surrounding you. Archangel Michael is stationed at every point of your dwelling. He's holding a spiritual blade that cuts through lies. He's whispering to officials, redirecting the investigation. He's confusing technology, delaying steps, softening hearts, and preparing a miracle. This next chapter will begin with a shock. A sudden letter. A sudden call. A door opening that was previously sealed shut. Someone important, someone who had no idea who you were, is about to learn your name through divine intervention. They will come not to accuse but to assist. God says, I am sending someone in your favor. They will speak for you where you cannot speak. They will sign for you where you cannot reach. You will hear footsteps in the Spirit. You may even feel unsettled. But do not fear. That's heaven marching. That's angelic movement. That's Michael and his battalion doing war for you. You are about to be cleared. You are about to be honored. You are about to walk into something that was meant to be buried under false accusations. The people who tried to ruin you will witness your rising. They will eat their words. They will sit in silence as God prepares your table. He is not ignoring your cries. He is responding with fire. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart clean. Forgive, but don't reconnect. Love, but don't entertain. Trust God more than you trust emotions. Because this is divine war. And you are already winning. Michael says there is one final thing. Before the month ends, you will receive a message that proves everything said here. It may look small, even casual. But it will be the trigger that confirms this entire revelation. Watch for it. Open your spirit. Stay alert. You are protected. You are seen. You are defended by heaven's highest army. 2 officers may have searched for your house, but heaven already found you. God says it's finished. Let it unfold. You are safe. Archangel Michael is still at your door. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Ever. Again. If you believe in God, type Amen. God says this is not just another day, and this is not just another message. This is a divine instruction coded in holy urgency. It is being sent to you because something has already been set in motion. Something spiritual. Something physical. Something unseen and something very real. Heaven has decided that this moment must be interrupted because two men, uniformed and on assignment, are looking for your home address. You were never meant to be exposed like this, but a shadow has whispered your name into the wrong ears. Someone spoke about you when they should have been silent. Someone gave your information when they should have protected it. And now, heaven is watching closely. Archangel Michael says this isn't a time to take lightly. He is not shouting because he is angry. He is shouting because time is slipping. He is not warning because you are guilty. He is warning because you are innocent but still in danger. The spiritual forces assigned to you have seen something. And they are raising an alarm not to frighten you, but to protect you from the trap that is being planned behind your back. 2 police officers. They are real. They may not even know the full truth. They might think they are doing their job. But what if their assignment was manipulated? What if someone gave them a version of the story that made you look like the villain? What if a lie has been dressed like truth and placed into official hands? God says, this is the hour of exposure, not your exposure, but the exposure of the one who dared to send them. There was a file. A report. A call. And your name was mentioned. Your address was whispered, or maybe written. Someone pretended to be innocent while pointing the finger at you. Someone acted like they were protecting something, but their real goal was revenge. God is not silent about this. God saw the meeting. God heard the phone call. God saw who typed your name. God knows the one who gave your address. But here's the mystery. Even though 2 police officers are searching, they haven't found you. You've been protected. Hidden. Covered. Their GPS pointed to your street, but something diverted them. Their eyes scanned the house numbers, but something confused them. Their heart felt uneasy, and they turned back. That confusion wasn't random. That was Archangel Michael standing between you and them, delaying their discovery, giving you this divine time to respond spiritually. Because God says you are not going to hide in fear. You are going to stand in power. You are going to pray, and you are going to be delivered. This isn't about guilt. This is about spiritual war. The enemy knows your potential. The enemy knows your breakthrough is days away. The enemy knows your name is about to be mentioned in a room of favor, so they try to mention your name in a room of accusation. But what God opens, no man can shut. And what God protects, no force on earth can invade. Let me tell you something else. These officers might not be chasing you. They might be chasing what surrounds you. Something near you, or someone close to you, might have attracted this attention. Be careful. Don't share everything. Don't announce your plans. Someone you trust may have shared something they shouldn't. God says, silence is your weapon now. And faith is your armor. Archangel Michael says, this is your moment of spiritual clarity. Go somewhere private. Shut the door. Lift your hands. And pray like you've never prayed before. Speak directly to heaven. Say this out loud: God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, reveal the truth that is hidden. Break every spiritual chain. Cancel every false accusation. Destroy every evil plot formed against me. Hide me in your presence. Cover me with your truth. Assign angels at every corner of my life. Let no weapon formed against me prosper. Let the truth speak louder than lies. And let my name be vindicated in the courts of heaven and the earth. I trust you. I obey you. I wait for you. Because God heard you already. He was just waiting for your voice to match your destiny. You were never called to live in fear. You were born with divine purpose. And whenever divine purpose is about to manifest, dark forces try to create chaos. But chaos is the stage for miracles. This storm is not the end, it's the beginning. And hear this: there is someone with access to the very system the officers want. And the officers work under, who knows you are innocent. But they have not spoken up yet. God is working on their heart. They will soon confess. They will send an email. Or they will make a call. Or they will leave an anonymous tip that will clear your name without revealing theirs. This is divine reversal. Heaven is orchestrating your release even before the courtroom opens. And God says, do not fear the badge, trust the blood. The blood of Jesus is stronger than any legal system. The blood of Jesus is louder than any accusation. You may feel alone, but angels have been assigned to your case. Archangel Michael is leading them, and he is fierce in battle. He is standing near your home. He is watching your door. He has sealed your window. He has placed confusion in the path of those who seek to destroy you. Something spiritual is happening in your neighborhood even now. A shift in energy. A disturbance in the dark realm. Because when angels land, demons flee. Something is being broken. And those 2 police officers, even if they return, will return with a softened heart. They will be struck by mercy. They will not accuse you. They will feel the presence of God around you, and they will leave with more questions than answers. God says, someone who wanted you punished will be exposed in front of the same people they lied to. Their text messages will surface. Their screenshots will be discovered. Their calls will be traced. And their plan will collapse. Don't worry about justice. God is the judge. And heaven is swift. There is a time when you look back at this and weep with gratitude. You'll remember how your name was whispered in secret rooms, but God shouted your innocence in heaven's courts. You'll remember how 2 officers looked for your address, but heaven looked after your soul. You'll remember how fear tried to grip you, but faith overpowered it. This is not your downfall. This is your upgrade. This is not your arrest. This is your anointing. This is not the end. This is your emergence. You have been marked by God. Set apart. Chosen. So when things like this happen, strange events, unusual people, Emergency alerts from heaven, it's not a sign that you're cursed. It's proof that you are blessed. And the enemy hates that. But hate is powerless when heaven speaks. Tonight, lock your doors, not because of fear, but because God is sealing your space. Sleep in peace, not because the streets are safe, but because heaven surrounds you. Trust God, not because you understand everything, but because God understands everything that was hidden from you. There are things you'll never have to fight, because God already fought them for you. There are traps you'll never fall into, because Archangel Michael broke them before you even saw them. And to the one who sent those police, God says this: you touched the wrong child. You pointed at the wrong soul. You will feel the weight of what you tried to send. Their own words will bind them. Their own lies will expose them. Their own trap will catch their foot. God does not play with those who play with his chosen. You are not a victim, you are a vessel. And vessels carry oil, not chains. Be wise. Be silent. Be calm. And be ready, because in the next few days, a letter or message will reach you. It will seem small, but it will carry the truth. And it will be the beginning of your public vindication. And you will know without any doubt, God was watching. Archangel Michael was fighting, and the enemy never had a chance. God says, this message reached you not a moment too soon. It arrived in time. You didn't miss it. You didn't scroll past it. You didn't ignore it. That means you're ready. That means you're protected. That means the police officers may search, but they won't find anything, because God already found you. Now take a deep breath. Say thank you. Say, God, I trust you. Because he is near. He is working. And he will not let this storm destroy what he built in you. You are safe. You are guarded. You are already victorious,